Alright, so now I can take half of 10 and what's half of 10? And I square it. What would that give me? So I will add 25 over here. Now here's where I'll handle this. I will take the 4 out. Now what's half of negative 2? Negative 1. Negative 1 squared is positive 1. Now do I add 1 or do I add 4 over here? Because I got to say 1 times 4 is 4. Okay. Now I come back and factor it. X plus 5 squared plus 4 y minus 1 squared equals 16. It looks good. Now for a circle we'll be done, but why are we not done here? It's not set equal to what? So I'm going to divide everything by 16. And now am I done? Yes. I look at this, guys, and you should be able to tell me something. Brendan, what type of orientation would that have, brother? Here you go. How'd you know that?
Can I call it bigger value? Or
Yeah, you can say that.
The bigger values under that.
The bigger values under x. And what's that bigger value known as? What value? A squared. That's the a squared. Now, if you take the square root of that, what does that tell you, Jessica? If I took the square root of 16, that's what? That's a. That's 4, isn't it? So that means. Oh, there, that first one. Which one? No. Just center and radius. My a value will be 4, and that means that I'm 4 units from my center. Does that make sense? My b is 4. B squared is 4, so my b value is what? 2. That means my minor axis on my minor axis, the vertices is 2 units from the center. Does everybody see that? Okay. Do I need to graph that, or we're good? Does everybody know how to graph? Okay. Let's go on to 21. Alright, so I have 4x squared plus y squared plus 16x minus 6y minus 39 equals 0. My y squared is good. My 4x is not. I need to get the 1, but I'll handle that when my x's get together. Alright, so I'm going to come under here. 4x squared plus 16x plus y squared minus 6y equals, I bring this over as a positive 39. Now, what can I take out of this, Zach Moon? Very good. And that's going to leave me x squared plus 4x. Okay, now I'm going to take half of 4. Jordan, what's half of 4? 2. Very good. I square that. That's what? Do I add 4 or do I add 16 over here? Because 4 times 4 is 16. Very good. Alright. Half of negative 6 is negative 3. Square that. That's plus 9. Now it's going to be 4x plus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals, is that 64? Okay, equals 64. Thank you. Now, what's wrong with this? It needs to be set equal to what? So I'm going to divide everything by 64. 4 goes into 64 16 times. Based on the appearance of that equation now, what type of orientation would I have, Caitlin? What type of orientation would I have? Horizontal or vertical? Okay. The bigger number, vertical, the bigger numbers under the y, so this is a vertical orientation. Okay. Your center is what, guys? Everybody, what's my center here? 3. Very good. Now, I would graph this because I cannot see the vertices in my head. I have to graph everything first, but let's just say this. Alright, so is it that big? Hold on. I hope it's not that big. This is a horrible graph. Alright, so your center's at -2. That's what I said. You take, yeah. Say, I hope you didn't go up. Did you go up 64 times? Okay, good. Okay. Alright. So we know this is vertical. And I know that my center is -2, 3. Alright, what's my a squared value? A squared is? So therefore A is what? 8. My b squared is? My b is 4. So since my larger value is under the y, that means I'm going up 8 north and south. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then from the center, east and west, I'm going 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oop, I missed that point. Let me just say I did there. Alright, and then you would identify the vertices from there. Are we good with that? Are there any questions how to do that? Okay. You have 3 like this. Now, I just want to ask you this. There's a question like this tomorrow on your test. There's only one. I give you a picture of one, and I ask you to write the equation. Okay, so let's just look at this. It's kind of easy. No. The center's clearly right there, isn't it? You see that? Center's there. -6, -2. So it would be x plus 6 squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 1. Now what goes under it? Okay. What type of orientation is that? Vertical or horizontal? Vertical. So your larger number would be under the parentheses of y, okay? So let's look at our center. How far from here to the vertice? 2. So 2 squared is 4. Will go under there. From my center here, how much over here? 1 squared is? Do you see how to do that? Okay. So I would like, yeah. But if you didn't, I would be understood. But yeah, I would like that. All right. So you have 3 like we just did, 1 like that, and then you got 2 like your homework. Write the equation tomorrow. Okay. All right. So let's look at that. Number 23. Number 23. So I'm giving this number 23. Looking at this right here, what is your center, guys? 0, 0. So you know it's going to be x squared plus y squared equals 1. Now let's think about this. Look at your foci and your vertices. Are they on the same axis there, guys? So they're both on this one right here, aren't they? What do you know about your foci? Your foci is always on your what? Major axis. Very good. So your major axis is going to be what? Horizontal, okay? We got that? So your larger number is going to be under that x squared value. Now, if I'm at the center and I'm going out to 8, 0 or -8, 0, how many units is that? 8. So 8 squared is what? 64. That would be under that. Now, I don't know what my minor axis is based on that information. I have no clue. But they did tell you your foci. How many units is your foci from the center? 5. So we know that our A value is 8, so A squared is 64. We know that our C value is 5, so C squared is 25. So is there a formula I can find my B? Yes, C squared equals A squared minus B squared. So C squared is 25 equals 64 minus B squared. And when you do all that math, you come out to B squared equals 39. Is that correct? Okay, should I take the square root of that, or is that what I want, the B squared value there? So your answer, that's your answer right there. Okay? Number 24. I look at this problem. It says the foci and the vertices I notice that my foci and vertices are on the same axis there, so I know, is this going to be horizontal or vertical? Vertical. So the larger value is going to be under the Y. What's my center there, guys? 0, 0. If you can't see that, you can graph it. You can use graph paper more if you need to. Alright, so I'm going to use x squared plus y squared equals 1. How many units is this from the center? 7. So 7 squared is 49. So I know that a squared is 49. This is 4 units away, so c squared is 16. So that's going to be 16 equals 49 minus b squared. What is that? 33. So I'm going to put 33 under the x squared. Now number 25, it just tells you the endpoints for the major axis and minor axis. I would have to graph this one, guys, to see what's going on here. So I'm going to draw a graph here. So major axis is 7, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seven, 9, 7, 3. Minor is 5, 6. And what was it? 5, 6, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I look at that guy. Oh, sorry. I look at that, and can you tell the center's right there for that ellipse? So I'm gonna put a dot there. I'm going to find that center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7, 6. I'm going to have x minus 7 squared and y minus 6 squared. So I look at this. I can tell that my major axis is vertical. So I'm going to find my a value. My a value from here to here is 1, 2, 3. What's 3 squared? 9. That goes there. My minor axis from here to here is 2. 2 squared is 4. That is my answer right there. Are there any questions on those 3? Alright, let's look at number 26. Number 26 is wrong, but we're going to look at that. 26, it should say major axis length. Let's try that and see if it works with major axis length. Alright. So my vertices is 5, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 2, and 3, 2. Well, center would be clearly this point right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 2. That you can tell that's going to be, it says if we change it to major, axis length of 6. The whole thing is 6, so how much would I go north and south? 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I would have x minus 4 squared plus y minus 2 squared equals 1. My x is the minor, so it's 1 unit away, so 1 squared is 1. That is 3, so that's going to be 9. That would be my equation. Guys, I want you to look back in your notebook, page 4. What example did I get for you, sir? I have 1 or 2, guys. I think to do those quickly again. 12, 13, thank you. Let's look at 12 and 13. 12 and 13. On page 4, I'm looking at number 12. Vertices at 0, 4, 0, -4, and major axis length of 10. We're looking at that. I'm going to graph that one. So I have 0, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 0, negative 4. Well, if you look at that, where's your center going to be at, guys? The 0, 0, origin. So you can go ahead and put x squared plus y squared equals 1. Now, it says the major axis length is 10. I'm going to see if this is 10 from this point to this point. If it's not, then that means it's the minor, okay? So let's look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So is this your major axis right here, guys? No. So I'm going to put my center here. Now from here, will I go out 10 or will I go out 5? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my a value is equal to 5. My a squared is equal to 25. I'm going to put that under the x. My b value is equal to 4, so I'll put 16 there. And that would be my equation for that ellipse. Okay. Let's look at number 13. Last one, guys. I'm going to graph this. It says my vertices at 3, negative 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 3, 3. It says the minor axis length is 6. I'm going to count this from here to here. Let's see how many this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So is this my minor? No. That's my major. So I got to find the center of this thing. Okay. So here we go. Yes, I will. Thank you. So here we go. I'm going to move in. Do you see where this is the center of this ellipse? So my center is 3, negative 2. Alright, and I determined this was how many length? 10. 10, so my a value is equal to what? So a squared would be 25. Now my minor is 6. Will I go out 6 or 3 from the center? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So my b value is 3, so b squared is equal to 9. So now I'm ready to write this equation. X minus 3 squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 1. My major axis is my y, so I'm going to put the larger number under this parentheses, and this will be 9. Are there any questions on that? Now, your homework is a little review of everything. It's page 11, and let's just go through it quickly. It's not a lot, because this was the study guide last year for all 4 of them. All right. On number 1 and 2, it says find the radius and center of each circle. You do not need to graph. Now, tomorrow you have to graph some. But like on number 1, what's your center, guys? We're doing this together. 2 and what? Negative 3. What's your radius of the circle? 2. Okay. On number 2, is it that easy? No, you have to complete the square, okay? So do numbers 1 and 2. Alright? On 5, 6, 7, this is what type of figure is this dealing with? Ellipses, because it's set equal to 1, isn't it? You don't have to tell me the foci, just the center, the vertices, and graph. 5, 6, 7. And then number 11, 12, and 13 deals with writing the equation, okay? Like on number 11, it says write the equation and circle with the center. You got the center, and it goes to this point. What formula will you use to find the radius? What formula? Distance. Do you see that? And then 12 and 13. Are there any questions? Yes.
6, 5, 6, 7.
Yes. You're going to do 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, 13.
Well, like on the test, we specify it as well as
Oh, yeah. Mhm. Are there any questions? Do you feel better about writing an equation of an ellipse? Can I see a hand signal? Thank you.
What page is that?
Oh, that's page 11 in your notebook. Oh, and I got your graphs down here to graph those ellipses on. I forgot all that. Was circle quiz okay? Gotcha. Huh? Oh, thank you.